without foreign-born individuals, Minnesota would be a net exporter on an annual basis of folks who have a bachelor's degree or higher. Now, one of our key advantages as a state is that we're renowned for our skilled, competitive workforce, and it's important that we maintain that, and it's also important that we know how we are maintaining that, how that's happening. Immigrants are a key part of that story, and if we didn't have a good data source to let us look at these trends on a regular basis, we wouldn't know that this is happening. Hi, I'm Sarah Radosevich. I do policy research for the Minnesota Chamber of Commerce, and in 2013 we released the second of our reports on the economic contributions that immigrants make to Minnesota, heavily relying on Census Bureau and ACS data. We touched on their roles not only as workers, which you often hear about, but also as entrepreneurs, as consumers, as taxpayers, and we used ACS data for all of these different things. And with immigration in particular, the numbers are changing dramatically over short periods of time, especially for smaller communities. So ACS data is probably the best, if not the only resource that we have to tell those stories. I don't know how else you would get information on how many immigrant business owners we have in Minnesota and what their likely incomes are and what that leaves them in terms of purchasing power and tax payments to local and state governments. And that's a very powerful message to be able to take to local communities and to lawmakers and other business owners in the state who may not already be thinking about the roles that immigrants are already playing in our economy. As the Minnesota Chamber of Commerce, we're frequently going out around Minnesota to talk to our members about what we are seeing at the state capitol and what we're seeing in Minnesota's economy in general. We rely on feedback from our members, and we also rely on high quality, up-to-the-minute data to give them a comprehensive picture of what's happening in the state.